Hi, I'm here today to show you how to do a rainbow loom butterfly. And I'm going to show you how to do this one on 2 forks. I have my forks secured today with a couple rubber bands. So I want to make sure they're nice and tight so they stay together well. And the pattern I'm using to do the wings is a dragon scale pattern. We're starting off with double capped, which is 2 bands at a time. You're going to start off by putting 2 bands on, and twisting them, and putting them on the first and second time. Trying to get this focused in a little better for you. And it's not cooperating as usual. Let's back it up a little bit so you can see it better. Alright, so it's on the first and second one. I apologize that my focus isn't doing well. Try turning that off. And I've got a twist in between. Now I'm going to put it on the third, twist it once, and put it on the fourth. And like I said, it's 2 bands each time. Maybe get some light on the subject a little better, it might help. There we go. Awesome. Okay, so you can see it's on here, it's twisted, and on the second one, and the next one I put on here, twisted, and put it on the third, on the fourth. So, then we're going to do the same thing on this one. Put it on the first one, twist it, put it on the second one. Remember, it's 2 bands every time. Put it on the third. This one we're twisting 2 times. 1, 2. And putting it on the last one. Oops, lost one. Put it on the last one. You have to twist this 2 times or it's not going to end up right. It's going to end up popping off strangely on the end. You'll see what I mean if you don't do it correctly. Alright, once you got these on, you're going to put on your next row, and it does not get twisted. It's just going to go around 2 each time. And you're going to continue to do it double capped, 2 bands. You notice I'm holding them down with my finger in the back. That keeps them secure so they're not popping off. I'm going to go down the row with my hook. You can use your fingers if you want, and pull them over top. The 2 bottom ones over the 2 top ones. If you're curious what kind of bands I'm using, they are Lucky Loom bands, and you can find them on Amazon.com. You're going all the way across the entire bottom row and pulling 2 bottom ones over the 2 top ones. And you're holding it down in the back so that you can get a hold of them properly, and you're not pulling everything off as you're doing this. Push everything down. Since this is thick, you're going to want to take a fork, if you don't have a hook, and push it through with the side of your fork. If you have a hook, just push it through with your hook. Okay, that's 2 rows. We're doing a total of 6 this way. Now we're moving over 1. I'm putting them on 2 at a time still. This one goes on between the two forks, and one goes on here. And again, you're pulling the two bottom. Notice I didn't start with the first one, I started with the second one over the two top. And I'm still holding it down in the back with my finger. You'll get used to how you hold it. It takes some time working with it. Give it all push down a little bit. I'm going to take my hook again and push everything through. If you don't do that, it's all going to get jammed up and it's not going to look nice, and you're going to eventually not going to be able to do anything with it. That was row 3. Now we're on row 4, and I'm starting at the end again, 2 at a time, over 2. Pull the two bottom over the two top. I apologize, my blue is a little dark, so it's hard to see. Come on. Push them through. Now we're on row 5. We'll move over 1. Oops, that's not pushed through. Sometimes your hook gets a little stuck, just wiggle it and pull it out. I did attempt to make this for you before, but I broke a band in the middle of it and had to start over it again. That happens to me too. I hate when bands break, but this happens. Okay, this was row 5. Push everything through. It needs to be pushed through. And this is going to be row 6, which is the last row of the double capped. And I believe we're on the outside. Yeah, we're on the outside row. Continuing to hold things down in the back with my finger in the back. Continuing to pull the bottom 2 over the top 2. Nope. Don't have a good grasp on that, so I'm going to give it a better grasp. have a hard time doing both forks at once, put the bands on one fork and pull them over, then put the bands on the other fork and pull them over. That might be easier for you. Okay, I'm done row 6. I'm going to make sure everything's pushed through well. And now I'm going to move to the single capping and do 6 rows. So for that, I'm going to change up my color, and I'm going to do orange. Of course, it's up to you what colors you use, so I recommend you be as creative as you want. You don't have to use the same colors. You don't have to do colors the same way as I do. Think out of the box and be creative, you guys. Okay. You are going to do 6 rows single capped, like I'm doing. These will go much easier because you can just pull them in the back. Oh, that band's a little thick, so I'm not going to use that. Every so often, ones come out like that. Now, what I was talking about, how you could do 2 forks at a time, or 1 fork at a time, is see, I put it on this fork. I can pull over this fork. If it's too hard to hold on to 2 forks at once with the bands on them, I can put them on this fork and pull them over, and then I can put them on this fork and pull them over. That might be easier for some of you. If it is, then do it that way. Find what's easiest for you. Track of how many rows I've done, so I'm going to have to go back and count them when we're done this one. I think we're on row 3. Okay. Yep. 1, 2, 3 rows. So, row 4. Okay, now that I've got the back done, we're going to start on the body. First thing you're going to do is you are going to take one band, single band, and you are going to wrap it around the hook twice. And you're going to take 2 more bands. And you're going to take this single that you wrapped and pull it up over onto those 2 bands. And then pull them up over the hook. You take 2 more bands, and you can either pull them through these 2, or you can pull them up over the end the same way you did the other one. Oh, so sorry. My goodness, dropping everything. Then we're going to pull it up over the end. Alright, once you're to this point, you're going to get your back and you are going to put your hook through the very middle of it. Okay? Push these to the side and push it through like that. And you're going to grab 2 bands, hold them on your finger, and pull them around like so. And then you're going to pull them through these 4 bands and put them on the hook. Alright. Then you're going to put it back through that hole around here. Which is the other side of the shape. Grab 2 more bands, pull them up through the hole, through these 2, and through these 2, and put them on the end of the hook. Now you are going to grab 3 bands. And pull these 3 bands through the 2, and then through the other 2. I only got it through 1. And through your other 2, and put them on the end of your hook. This is the head of your butterfly. Now you're going to grab 1 single band and pull it through all 6 of these. Put it on the end of your hook and pull 1 through 1. This is going to give you your antenna. You can leave this together if you want your antenna to be a hoop so you can hang it, or you can clip it if you want your butterfly to have antenna that is separate. 2 pieces of antenna. Okay? And that gives you your butterfly. Just pull his body a little straighter if you want, but I like that it has a curve to it. It's personal preference, I think, but I think a lot of times they've got a curve to their look. You can shape your wings a little more, just pull them how you want them. So if you have any questions about this, let me know, and I hope that you liked it. Please check back to my other tutorials, and I will try to come up with some more Loomies for you also, along with my other designs. Thanks for watching.